Hello lovelies. Today I'm coming at you with a haul from the clothing brand Naked, or NAKD, but I always just say Naked. I miss doing hauls on this channel. I was thinking the other day that I should probably change my channel name, because when I started it I thought I would be predominantly doing things about secondhand fashion, thrifting, vintage clothing, all that sort of stuff. And I feel like that is not the direction that I solely want to go in anymore. I mean, I still love thrifting, vinted, that is the majority of where I get my clothing from anyway. But just as a general, I feel like my channel is a little bit more than just fashion. I've been enjoying lifestyle, journaling, DIY, hobbies. So let me know what you think of a little name change. Before I get into the actual haul, I want you to just double check on Good On You the sustainability rating of Naked, or NAKD, and looking more into it, it's a Swedish brand, and to be honest, their rating on Good On You it's a start. All of the way they rate the planet, people and animal categories, they are all 3 out of 5. Sounds a lot better than other brands I've bought from before. For example, ASOS. ASOS is rated not good enough, and it is significantly lower than Naked, because all the planet, people and animal categories are 2 out of 5 rather than 3 out of 5. So anyway, with all that being said, I actually did go on there originally to get a pair of trousers that I'd seen. I was on the lookout for some black or grey or brown tailored trousers, and I spotted these ones on Naked and I just fell in love with the shape of them. So I pondered for a few weeks whether to buy them or not, and then there ended up being a little bit of a sale on there, and then I found like a discount code on top of that as well, which actually worked for once. So I got these in a size 10, which is my usual size, but they do look a bit, I don't know, a bit small for me, to be honest, but I can double check in a minute, try put them on, and then we'll see. The only thing with Naked is you have to pay for returns. I think it's like £3 or £4 you have to pay, so if I'm gonna have to exchange for a different size, it's gonna be pretty annoying. The reason that I really like them was this little detail here of the button and like the little pleat. I've seen some of these, well, similar trousers on, I think it was Cos, they had like a little wrap over bit and you could button it up. This is just like a fake button. Well, it's not fake, basically it's like pleated. There's a pleat thingy inside, and that is kind of what made me fall in love with them. What I do not love about them already is the fact that they've got fake pockets at the back. Something that really annoys me with clothes is fake pockets, but they have got 2 very small, I don't think I'll even be able to fit my phone in there, pockets on the sides. They're a wide leg. Obviously I would not buy anything if it wasn't a wide leg. I wanted to see whether we've got the materials here. Materials, like I mentioned, not fabulous. Polyester, viscose, elastane, and I think these were on the website for about £50, 45, but with the discount and everything I think these ended up costing me about 33, something like that. Next item that we've got is actually a jumper, a blue jumper. The reason that this blue jumper caught my eye was the fact that I actually purchased some new bras and underwear from M&S the other day, and I actually could not keep the bras because sadly they were too small for me. Like, my chest size has grown. Finally, I've been begging for years to get actual normal sized boobs rather than just little mosquito bites, and it finally happened, and I had to send back these beautiful bras. Anyway, I couldn't believe when I had to message people and say I'm returning 2 bras because they're too small for me. Like, I don't think that's ever happened in the history of me being alive. They're usually too big. So anyway, just had to drop that in there. One of the bras was a really gorgeous cornflower blue colour, and this jumper caught my eye because it was a really similar colour to the bra, and honestly when I put that bra on I did not want it to be too small, too big, anything. I just wanted it to be perfect because it was so gorgeous against my skin, and I just thought in the summer it's going to be so beautiful with like a nice little vest or something. Dreams were shattered because it's sold out in the size I think I would need. This jumper just caught my attention because of the colour. The big telltale is, what is the actual material? I do wonder. Round neck sweater, and the material is acrylic polyamide and a polyester. Okay. Wash inside out, dry flat, dry iron from inside out, reshape whilst damp. Okay, so yeah, again, not great. This is not like a wool jumper that's going to keep you nice and warm. However, what we do like to see is this little thingy-majig, and it does say that this product contains recycled fibres according to GRS standards with at least 50% of recycled content. Next up, this is kind of similar. It's another blue jumper, and to be honest, I thought the colour would be a bit more similar to this one, which is why it caught my eye. But comparing the two, this one's obviously very blue and this one's a little bit more grey, washed out sort of blue. It's very like retro inspired. I feel like my uncle or my dad or someone had a jumper like this probably in the 90s or the 2000s. But yeah, I just really liked this. I think I've seen some similar styles on Sisters and Seekers, I think are they called. Love the style of this. And again, this one was on a sale, I believe. It's just basically the exact same jumper as the other one, but the colours, oh, love that. Just a random piece of thread that doesn't match any of my order. Why is that? That's actually in the jumper. It's so weird. Like there's just a random piece of red thread like threaded through my jumper. Anyway, yeah, I think it's the exact same type of jumper, the exact same shape and style and stuff as the other one. However, it's just a different colorway. And this one I actually bought in small because I kind of wanted to see the different sizes. I said the model was wearing a size small of each of these on the website, so I think I bought a small for comparison, and it does look pretty oversized still, and I'm quite glad to see that the arms also seem oversized. I hate jumpers where they're oversized and then the arms are still really tight. And what makes me think that this is the exact same is that it's recycled material. Again, I've got the same label and it's the same material contents as the other one. Yeah, literally the exact same percentages of everything. It's called the exact same thing and it feels the exact same. So yeah. Lastly, I bought a cardigan because like I said, I've been loving my cardigans, especially for work recently. And to be honest, I have some quite loud cardigans and not a lot of oversized ones either. Yeah, I've got another recycled material tag, and I got this in a size small just for reference, and I'm gonna look into the materials in a minute, but this one feels a lot nicer actually, but I think it'll probably be a similar composition to the other ones, but again small, but I can see that it's got an oversized fit. It's a little v-neck at the front and it's striped black white, but it's almost, no, it's actually black grey. The buttons are pretty matte, I would say, as well. I hope that you can see the whole thing if I hold it up like that, because I cannot see the screen. Looks like it's going to be really slouchy and really comfy, and that's exactly what I wanted, just like a big hug around me. Now let's see the composition. So materials are 60% polyester, 30% polyamide and 10% wool. Okay, so this is why it probably feels a little bit nicer than these two jumpers. Like I can tell that these ones are very like plasticky. This one obviously is too, mainly so, but I think that's where I'm getting like the nicer feel from, is that 10% bare minimum of wool. And I think again this was like £40 without any discount codes. Overall, I think this is probably the best quality and the best feel out of everything. Like that includes the trousers as well. The trousers look very well made, but the fabrics don't look 10/10. So I would say that the fits on most of these are really good. All the jumpers and the cardigan and things, they're really good, and they've got the sort of fit that I like I said, not too tight on the arms. And the way that the band at the bottom is so large, you can flip that over and then make a more kind of shapely look rather than just having it go straight up and down, which I really appreciate when clothes have that large band that you could tuck in or fold up and down. The trousers I'm not 100% sold by. On the model they looked a lot different, and I don't know whether it's because I'm not very used to wearing mid-waist trousers. I'm usually very high-waist girly, I always have been, and maybe I've bought a size too small. Maybe I should have bought the equivalent of a 12, which I believe would be a 38, because I usually buy 10 for high-waist things. So I didn't factor in that my mid waist where these were going to sit would be a bit bigger and a bit wider than where I usually have trousers sit, but it's just, women's trousers are just such a strange world. That's why I usually buy men's trousers, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, they do cut me up a little bit at the crotch, but I think that's just because they're sliding up high, so I don't know whether if I could return them and then maybe have the bigger size, but then it's like £3-4 to return, and then I'll have to pay delivery again. All in all, I'm losing probably about £8. I do understand why companies charge for returns and stuff. It kind of like prevents them, and you know, sustainability, or I don't know, money wise and whatnot. But I do think when it's down to sizing, when you know, a lot of these companies, especially women's clothing, you don't measure by waist size, or they can all be different. Like for example, you can order a 12 from one place and it'll be a completely different size than a 12 from another place, or even from the same place sometimes. I used to find that H&M was the worst for this. They'd literally have the exact same sizes for something and they would be completely different. Like one would fit, one wouldn't, or anyway, maybe I'm so used to wearing men's trousers where I've just realised that the crotch is a lot bigger, obviously, so maybe I'm just so used to having like a really comfy low crotch. But to be honest, when I'm sitting in them, they don't feel too small or anything. I think I'm gonna get my mum to say on it later before I make any rash decisions. Anyway, you'll have to let me know what you think down in the comments below, because I'm so undecided with things like this usually, but recently I've been a lot stricter with how clothes fit. Before I would just keep them and still wear them, and then like wear them a few times and then just not end up wearing them because I didn't want to send stuff back. But I think now I'm very like, right, if I don't feel comfortable in something, or if something fits funny, why would I bother keeping it? So you'll have to let me know what you think. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a little bit of an insight to the brand Naked, because if you're like me, I had not seen this brand at all really before. So yeah, hope you enjoy the review. I would love it if you could like the video and maybe subscribe if you want already, and see you in the next one. Bye.